Part 3. No. Yeah, I don't know why I wanted to have this conversation right now, but it's happening. So I wanted to make sure that we made a couple things clear, because it might seem like we're just working from the ethers and we're not based in reality. And yeah, love's great, but how's it going to put food on my plate? Well,
That's an easy one.
love puts food on our plate every time we eat, because everything that we eat comes from Mother Earth, and she's always provided us with everything: the air that we breathe, the water that we drink, and the food that we eat. But if you want to know the specifics, when you take money out of it, that paper thing I was talking about in part 1, you say, how am I supposed to eat? How am I supposed to feed my family? Sounds good, but I live in reality. Well, so do I. And we stand on soil. We stand on soil. We stand on our mother. She holds us. She's always held us. She's never stopped. She's not like that shitty mom that plays head games. No. Hopefully most of us don't have one of those, but anyways, she's always been there for us. She's never asked anything from us, but she's gonna ask now. She's asking through a lot of us now as the messengers that she has chosen to speak this truth into reality, because she's gonna exist long after our fleshy vessels fail and our species no longer exists here. The problem isn't about saving Mother Earth. The problem is that she wants to keep us. She doesn't want to kick us out of the house. She wants to keep us here because our hands and our hearts, in combination with this cognition, are capable of manifesting positivity far beyond this physical realm. We have the potential to push that shit out into the cosmos. Just by being here, we are so powerful. In both ways. We can push out negative vibes into the cosmos or positive. But she keeps us here because we push it out. Other animals and plants, I can't pretend to know what they do. But as far as my little fickle human mind can comprehend, I see that animals do what they do, and they enjoy their lives, and they eat and they procreate, and they call it a day. I don't see a lot of animals holding ceremony. I don't see a lot of animals in ivory towers like pontificating about, metaphysics and, oh, what is it that makes this happen and what is it that makes that happen. We have this capacity to interpret different things and to decide what we want to do in the future. Animals do too, and I think plants do too, but that's, again, another video. But I'd say the reality is, if you want to feed yourself and you want to live here and you don't want to have to worry all the time about how you're going to make ends meet, realize that we stand, sleep, sit, dance, sing on the earth. You can also dig a hole. And as long as Monsanto doesn't get all the seeds to become impossible for us to cultivate, we can get a hold of seeds from friends, and we can plant those seeds in the hole that we just dug, and we can cover it back up with earth, and we can pray and we can talk to it and say, I infuse this seed's existence with my intention that it will grow to feed my family. And it grows. And it grows and it grows and it grows like they have always done. And the water that comes from the sky and the sun that beams down on us, it's not just for the beach over in South Miami or wherever it is people go. It's not just for that. It's not just for sunbathing. We have to appreciate the sun and appreciate the water and take care of them and defend the water. The sun's going to keep on shining. We don't have to do much for that. But we're here to defend the land, and we're here to thank it and say, I am so grateful for everything that you've done for generations and generations and millennia. I am so grateful. And we're here to take, and we're here to give back, which is the part that we all seem to be missing. There are whole communities that have been set up in places like South America to help transfer this ancient wisdom, this plant medicine. These plant spirits have a lot to teach us. And they've been set up to help to spread this knowledge throughout the planet. Places that used to just have it as a communal understanding, a knowledge of indigenous cultures, are opening up because it's necessary that we remember who we are, by any means necessary. And so people go there and they partake and they learn from these plants, and people open their minds to the messages. But people need to start opening their minds to the message that is above all else. Remember who you are, and remember why you came here, because this place will continue. Its heart will beat long after ours stops. So feed your family well. And when I say your family, I mean your brothers and sisters. And they're not identified from this. They're not identified through the skin. We are all brothers and sisters. And our mother is the earth. And once we get that straight, we are unfuckwithable. Because that's who we are. We're not Americans. We're not South Africans. We're not Canadian. We're not Australian. We're not Chinese. Okay? We're brothers and sisters, and we live here on Mother Earth. And all of those boundaries and barriers are illusion, like the skin that covers this flesh that does not define me. Get it right, get it tight. Transmission done.
Couldn't say it better myself, fool. One love, yeah?
Love each other. Take care of each other. Take care of yourself. That's a daily struggle.
Oh, yes.
But it doesn't have to be a struggle. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't have to be a struggle. It's as hard as we want to make it. But the love, the choice over love, instead of fear, it's easy, but it's the hardest thing to do. But it's easy. So start practicing. Because we have nothing to fear. We have nothing to fear.
Nothing at all.